Hello, I am Juanita-Williams, and I am pleased to be the McDonald's featured teacher. I teach English 2 Honors and Advanced Placement English Language and Composition at Crooms Academy of Information Technology, a nationally ranked technology magnet school in Seminole County, Florida. I came to teaching after a career in the insurance industry. I went back to school at 40 and got a master's degree in secondary English language arts from the University of Central Florida and started teaching at Crooms. My love of writing was really developed by my participation in the National Writing Project in 2007, which focuses on the idea that teachers who are writers will be better at teaching writing. One of my favorite writing ideas is writing is thinking on paper. If you can think, then you can write. We write early, we write often, we write constantly. If you want to be a better runner, you have to run a lot. If you want to be a better dancer, you need to dance all the time. The toughest obstacle to better writing is the practice. Some of my students come to me convinced that they cannot write, and it's my job to help them find their writer's voice and realize they have so much to say.
I enjoyed the fact that when I walked in, my opinion mattered, and I was taught how to correctly express myself. But even if I was right or wrong, it was gonna be hard.
I think it's probably the tools and tips for like the grammar and stuff, especially the MLA formatting and stuff. I normally like nitpick my own grammar, so I kind of feel confident about that, but not so much formatting.
I like the creative projects a lot because it was a way for us to like use what we're learning and also be creative and add our own touches.
I think for me, it was good to hear other people's opinions, you know. It's always good to get a second opinion because if you only listen to yourself, then it's kind of, you're being closed-minded, so it's nice to hear what other people have to say that can improve your writing.
We practice a writer's workshop approach to writing, which is based on the things I learned at the National Writing Project. Students maintain a writer's notebook where they can try new things and practice their craft. Research tells us that the more ownership students take in their writing, the higher quality and quantity writing they produce. Student choice is really important to me.
Peace passing. Peace passing, even though it was not my favorite, it was probably the most helpful thing ever because not only did I get feedback, I was able to use what I was taught to give people feedback.
Personally, I struggled with grammar for a lot of 9th grade, so you had a lot of peer review, and that helped me analyze my writing and see what I was doing wrong. And also at the beginning of class, we would have like bell work that we had to look at a couple sentences and fix grammar. So that was really helpful for me.
I say the Peace Pass because it helps you realize, like when you give it to somebody else to read, they see stuff in a different way than you do. So it's a different point of view, and it opens up your view too, because when you see what somebody else says, you're like, oh, that makes sense, and then you do it too.
I love a noisy classroom that is filled with student voices and student work. We get up, move around, meet in small groups, and use the creative side of our brains whenever we can. If my students are noisy and busy, then I am a happy teacher. If they are collaborating and producing, then I am a happy teacher. All of us moving, learning, and growing together, this is what I love about teaching.
They need to know that you are very supportive, but also have high expectations for each and every person sitting in the class that you would like for them to meet.
You're very open. Like in class when you're having discussions and stuff, you feel approachable. Some teachers really kind of make you feel intimidated, and you're a lot easier to talk to, you're a lot friendlier, and especially when we're doing like the peace passes and stuff, you're really open about everything.
We're engaged and we learn, and so it's always fun and exciting.
It was always enjoyable, and it was never like boring, you know, like there's those classes where you go and you're like, ugh. But this class you always go in like, there's always something new going on. It's never the same thing over and over and over again.
Thank you for thinking about education in Seminole County. We do our best every day to provide excellence in education. It is great to be a part of this education team.